Hello everyone, welcome back to Year 9 Mathematics. My name is Victor, and today we're going to be learning about trigonometry. It's a very scary word, and this looks pretty scary to me and to a lot of people at first. But this is basically just going to be triangle measurement, where Pythagoras lets us find a missing side if we know two other sides. Yes. But trigonometry is going to be more powerful. It lets us connect sides and angles together. But before we calculate anything, we have to know how to label the triangle. It is already labeled, I know, but I will let you guys know on why this is labeled this specific way. So let me just look at it right here. At first, what you want to know is that we only do basic trigonometry on right-angled triangles. As you can see right here, this is the right angle. We have three sides, and we need to give them specific names based on this reference angle. Now, this is not the reference angle. This is the right angle, but this is going to be our reference angle. This is going to be called theta. Now, let's go for our hypotenuse. First, I'm going to go with the hypotenuse first. Always the hypotenuse is going to be first. So hypotenuse first. I'm going to label it 1. Opposite is going to be 2. Adjacent is going to be last, so it's 3. So I'm going to be always label them in this exact order. Now number 1, hypotenuse is always going to be the longest side and is always going to be directly opposite the right angle, as you can see right here. Right angle opposite. Now we want to label it H, and this side never changes no matter at what angle that we look at. Number 2, the opposite. Now if you put your pen on the reference angle here, our reference angle theta, and if you draw a line straight across the triangle to the side that is furthest away, you will get the opposite side, and you will label it O. And then number 3, lastly, we have adjacent. Adjacent means next to. So it is the side right next to theta that is not the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is also adjacent to theta as well, but there are two sides that form this theta angle. So it is the only side left over. We're going to label it A. So once all of this triangle is labeled HOA, we have to choose a formula. And there are 3 formulas: sin, cosine, and tangent. And we memorize them by using a magic word SOH CAH TOA right here. Now, I like to go through the first formula. This is going to be sin. So SOH stands for sin theta equals the length of opposite over hypotenuse. SOH right there. Similarly, we have for cosine, we have CAH here. CAH, we have cosine theta. CAH stands for cosine theta equals adjacent. So instead of opposite, we have adjacent over hypotenuse. And then we have TOH, which stands for tangent theta equals opposite over adjacent. There you go. SOH CAH TOA. Now let us practice choosing. Now there's going to be a triangle here. Okay, triangle. The reference angle is 30 degrees and the longest side is 12 and the vertical side is X. So you want to use some kind of sin here. So let's draw the let's see if we can draw the triangle or label it, or we can just use our very existing triangle here, and let's try to or I can just draw it honestly. Let me try. Why not? So I need to draw a triangle like this. So like this as well, and I need to make sure that it's 30 degrees. This should be 30 degrees or so. 30 degrees. Yeah, that should be 30 degrees. And then I'm going to label it 30 degrees. So I'm gonna draw this here. I'm gonna label it 30. I'm going to write h, which is the hypotenuse. Remember, this is the longest side, so this maybe is 12. These are our points. So h here is 12. Our angle is 30. Our O is x, so opposite here. And then our adjacent here, we don't know our adjacent, but we should be able to know what is x based on the formula SOH. So let's go. We have O, we have H. Let's look at SOH, CAH, and TOA. Now we want to look for the formula that uses or actually has the elements, two of the elements that we are having on this triangle. So if we have O and H, then we have to choose SOH because it contains two of the sides that we actually have right now. So if we choose something like CAH, we only know H, but we don't know A. So just use SOH for now. Okay. So we're going to use SOH because it contains two here. So we're going to use the sin formula. SOH here. So we're going to write sin of 30 degrees equals x over 12. This should give us 1/2, I believe so. And then if you try to solve this, I want to make this denominator to be equal, so x over 12, this will be 6 over 12. And if you combine this together, if you just solve it, x will give it 6, so this opposite side will be 6. So to find x here, you just need to do this step. That's it. And remember to find the formula that fits both for both of these sides. That should be it. Okay, so let's repeat our habits. Before you do any math, please remember to draw the triangle like I just did and label it HOA. After you have labeled them in order with this particular order, the hypotenuse, the opposite, and the adjacent, and if you get the labels right, SOH, CAH, and TOA will practically solve the problem for you every single time. It's not too hard. However, you do need to do it like a few times to get into the rhythm of trigonometry problems, because this can trip you up a few times when you actually do it. So I'll see you next time when we actually do the calculations. Thanks for watching.